Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is the Top Takeoff Podcast, episode 13. Coach Aguilar here.
Faced by Jose. What's up, everybody?
Man, we got a lot to talk about today, man. A lot to
Sheesh.
talk
So much
about.
stuff going on
So
around
much
the
thing. We got a
world, man.
whole list right here. We got World
Yes,
Cup talk
sir.
coming up. By the time this episode comes out next week, we would already be kicking off the World Cup. I mean, today's Thursday when we're filming.
Thursday.
The
First
inaugural
game.
game is in a few hours with Mexico South Africa. We also got Father's Day coming up
Yeah.
this coming weekend.
Yeah.
Same thing. We're gonna talk a little bit about the fathers in our life. Our personal opinions with meaning about what a father is and all that good stuff.
Sheesh.
And we're definitely gonna end the pod off with our giveaway talk. What we have coming up for the pod. Me and Jose have been talking a lot off camera, man, about what's to come later on second half of summer, man. So let's get right into it, man.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? What are we starting off with?
Um, let's talk about the World Cup, I guess. Yeah.
World Cup.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Like we said, our first game is in a few hours.
Yeah.
Mexico, South Africa.
Mexico, South Africa, and then Czech Republic versus South
South Korea.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, let's get into a little prediction time, man. Let's just jump right into
Let's
it,
have
man.
fun with it. Let's have fun with it.
Yeah. What do you think, Mexico, South Africa prediction score?
Oh, Mexico versus South Africa 2-0. Mexico.
2-0?
Yes, Mexico.
I take Mexico win is 2-1.
2-1, okay.
2-1
Hey, as long as we win.
Yeah, yeah. The format this World Cup is definitely a little different.
Yeah.
The typical format is 32 teams and going into a knockout stage,
Yeah.
two per group. It has expanded to 48 teams in the
48
World Cup,
teams,
so it's a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a knockout of 32 stage,
Yeah.
so there's going to be more extra knockout rounds. So going right into it, man, we do have three host countries: Mexico, USA, and Canada.
Yeah.
Let's talk about them. What do we think how they're gonna do in this World Cup in this new format? So we started talking about Mexico. How far do they get in the tournament? Don't be
Man,
biased now.
Nah, I'm not being biased, man, but I think
What is your heart telling you?
my bro, me as a fan, as a Mexico fan, as a little boy growing up, I see them going. I see them going to los octavos, man. Los octavos de final, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
And the last time they went to
They're
the
getting out the group
octavos.
stage, for sure.
Oh yeah, yes. The last time they went to the round of eight,
Yeah.
the Elite Eight was in Mexico '86.
Really?
Yes, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. I think the last several World Cups they've gotten out the knockout stage,
Yeah.
and they have been losing the first round of knockout stage every single time in the round of 16. So you see them going into the round of eight. You see them okay?
I see them going to the round of 8 hands down.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they can do it. Honestly, I'm not being biased. I think personally that they can do it. They can do it. But if they don't make it, I mean, ni modo, no fue penal, but
No era penal.
no era penal.
Okay. Honestly, man, it's kind of hard to tell. I think it definitely goes back to the matchups. Just a
Yeah.
different format too. And Mexico, I do believe they're gonna win their group for sure.
Yeah.
So I think that would give an opportunity to get a better matchup. Not talking down on the other countries that are participating.
Yeah, I think.
But I think matchups do play a big part of you get the second place, you're gonna have to play, probably one of the first places from a different team.
Yeah.
So you could definitely avoid the Brazils, the Frances, the Portugals, the Spains that I feel like they're gonna win the group stage. So Mexico winning the group stage, they definitely get past the first round of 32.
Yeah.
But I think they lose around the 16 once again. I think that I honestly feel like they will lose around the 16.
Who would you see like they lose to, like if they lose to?
Man, that's tough to say, man, because once again, the format is very different.
Yeah.
I have no idea really what I would feel, but I feel for whatever reason, they're cursed in the round of 16, and something's gonna happen, for them to make a last minute mistake, a foul in the penalty box, give them, a penalty opportunity and win. I feel like that's how Mexico would lose, just like a few World Cups ago, the No Era Penal game against Netherlands.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know the highlight. We all saw the story.
Yeah, pero como dijo Chicharito, hay que imaginarse cosas chingonas, ¿verdad? We'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think Mexico definitely makes it pretty far just because they're hosting the World Cup too.
Yeah.
That home field advantage is really going
Yes.
to hype them up,
Absolutely.
and absolutely, I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna have a good team. It's also with USA and Canada, I think they're gonna have a really good World Cup. And definitely, I don't know about them making it to the final, but I do feel like they're gonna have a good advance to the stages in the games down the line.
So you mentioned in the final. I know we talked about it, in previous episodes
Yeah.
about who do we have winning and all that stuff. But let's dig a little deeper into the World Cup talk. Now that it's literally starting in a few hours.
Yeah.
I believe we both mentioned France will take it all.
Oh,
Right?
absolutely. I think France, either Portugal and France. Yeah.
You stick to France?
Yeah.
Okay, and I do believe France wins. I think they come back with vengeance, losing the last World Cup against Argentina. But I would really, really want to see Portugal win the whole thing. CR7's final World Cup. This is his sixth appearance, so I would definitely
Six appearances. Wow, that's
six World
24
Cup
years.
appearances,
Wow.
absolutely. And I would definitely want him finishing off, on a high note with the World Cup. And I think him winning the World Cup, man, puts him as the GOAT. The GOAT, and without a doubt, the GOAT.
I think so, man. I think Portugal's gonna have a really good standing as well, and a really good World Cup también, man. I see them definitely going to the Final Four or semifinals as well.
Who are some of your favorites, to get to the semifinal rounds? And like I said, it's hard to tell with group stages being different and knockout stuff. But who do you see finishing in the semifinals? Your top 4 teams.
Top 4.
Yes.
I have France, Portugal, Spain, and if I have to put another team in there, I don't know. Dark horse, maybe Morocco.
Wait, they made some noise, man. They made some noise.
Hey, you know who also might be doing really good? I think Colombia. Colombia's a sleeper, man. I think Colombia. Colombia, we slept about them, but I think they're gonna do some noise too.
So speaking of Colombia, dude, man, I know they have so much talent, dude, and I know them playing in the CONMEBOL against the Argentinas and Brazils and all that, dude. They play great competition, but I think with Colombia, once again, they're cursed, bro. Like they're cursed. They had an incredible run in Brazil a few World Cups back, and I know they've been cursed with injuries. I know James, the last World Cup, was hurt, and I know they're a little older too. But definitely Colombia, I do see them making a run.
Yeah.
But once again, it goes back to the curse. the curse, man.
The curse.
I do want to show some love to Latin American team for sure, because I will say I also have France, Portugal, for sure in my Final Four. Man, I definitely don't want to say Argentina, man. I am not a fan of Argentina, I'll be honest with you. And I think that's most Mexicans. We're not fans of Argentina.
Argentina.
But I would throw them in there just to, stir the pot a little bit. And maybe Spain or Germany. So it'll be a combination within those Germany, 4. But for sure, I do believe France and Portugal are definitely going to be there in the semifinal.
Yeah.
I see France taking it all the way, but I want Portugal to take it all the way.
Yeah, I want Portugal too, man. I mean, I'm a CR7 fan myself. So,
yes.
I mean, we have a lot of teams this year, so we'll see.
48
man.
teams.
Some of these teams, they're playing matches that aren't very competitive. I think Portugal's playing here, and they're playing somebody. Where are they playing here in Houston?
Oh man, we got to go back and definitely break down the schedule for sure. And we'll definitely keep on doing that. Dude, I mean, it goes back to like the lack of experience with the expansion of teams. We have those experienced powerhouses that we always talk about, the Brazils, Germanys, all that, dude. But there's a lot of freaking teams that have no experience, and Canada's one of them.
Yeah.
They're a host nation.
Yeah.
But we talk about their minimal experience with Canada because, honestly, dude, Canada's not known for soccer.
No, they're
They're
not.
known for
The
hockey. You know, they're known
baseball a little
for
bit.
yeah, I mean, with Toronto
Yeah.
Blue Jays. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they're known
think-
for winter sports.
Yeah.
So
The Winter
soccer,
Olympics, yeah.
so soccer has been grown Canada, and same thing. United States, they weren't known for soccer, man.
No.
I think throughout the '90s and 2000s, man, soccer in the United States has definitely been growing, but it was not something to look forward to when it comes to the world stage. You know, nobody really took American soccer seriously. But I will say that soccer the last decade in the United States has definitely evolved, and a big part of that is the MLS growing.
Yeah. MLS is growing. man.
MLS has been growing. There's been more development amongst their players. They're not just athletic, because United States have always been strong, quick, fast, but their soccer skills, their development has definitely been growing this past decade for sure. So I think United States is definitely on the map for sure, being on as a host nation here. Canada, I don't see them going far, but what about Mexico's development? Tell me about that.
Mexico, man, their development is really good. What I like about Mexico's team right now is it has a lot of young players, and they're definitely not playing Ochoa finally, which is a good thing.
I heard that he started the first game, actually.
The first game?
Yeah, I might have to reach out to Javier Aguirre and ask him real quick. But no, I mean, I don't know. I've been hearing the hype about him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the sixth World Cup.
Yeah.
Memo Ochoa is the savior of Mexico. And honestly, I don't think he should be starting because he is up to age. But I know it's going to spark some fire, behind the Mexico fans to see Memo Ochoa one last ride and maybe gets the inaugural game. So we'll see in a few hours.
Well, he played against Australia in the prelims, I guess, of the World Cup. But he did really good. He stopped a couple shots. He had a couple blocks, and he looked really good, really athletic. Still definitely looks like a very good goalie, man.
One thing I would say about Memo Ochoa is he's never been afraid of the spotlight. He's never been afraid of the big stage, dude. And we saw that in the several World Cups. The stops against Brazil, dude. Croatia too, in last World Cup, dude. I mean, it's Memo Ochoa has always stepped up for the big spotlight. So that I will for sure think that leadership, that experience would definitely help Mexico advance. But as far as the development, dude, Mexico's in a weird situation for me because I do believe 2 World Cups ago, that was a team to win. Mexico, but once again, they fell short, and I do wish
they
Team
fell
Mexico,
on the curse.
The curse, and I do wish Team Mexico, good luck and everything, and I'm repping for sure, and I'm trying to keep my emotions in line because all of our emotions tell us yes, Mexico, Mexico.
Yeah, but we gotta pipe it down a little bit. Yeah,
is this
you
so
gotta
wrong?
remember it's Mexico.
Is this so wrong for me to not get overhyped and to expect the heartbreak?
That's better, bro. That's better. Cause me, honestly, right now I'm on my high horse. I'm ready. I'm ready for 2:00 to happen, man. And I really want to watch the game and sit down and just analyze it. But we'll see. We'll take it one game at a time with Mexico. But we got to be realistic, man.
So keep in mind the next couple weeks, couple episodes, we'll definitely try to chime in a little bit about the World Cup talk. It doesn't come around every year. It doesn't come around all the time. Once every 4 years, like everybody knows. And we'll keep the viewers in tune. I'm sure most of our viewers are going to be watching the World Cup, and so it's at 2:00, right?
2:00.
2:00. On Thursday, like I said, by the time this pod comes out, we'll know the result of the first game, and we'll have a little bit more feedback about the first round of group stage.
Definitely, man. And if y'all have time, go out there to I think it's like the east side of Houston, right there by.
Oh, it's all set up, man. It's all
really nice.
East downtown, right?
Yeah, East downtown, man. Y'all have a good time out there. Y'all definitely take some water, take some cold drinks.
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. It's very hot. So little World Cup talk, and let's change the station real quick. Change the angle real quick of talk.
Change the CD.
Another thing coming up for us in a few days is Father's Day.
Father's Day
coming up, absolutely.
Dia de las patadas. El día de las
De los
patadas.
madrazos is Mother's Day and de
Yeah.
las patadas de los padres. Got it. So yeah, man. Right off the bat, man. What is something you and your family do when it comes to your Father's Day, celebrating the fathers in your family, or your father?
We
But
kind of just have like breakfast with him, and then after that we kind of just make fajitas and gather around. And by the time we know it, my dad it's time for him to open his gifts. Everyone gets him shoes or like
yeah,
nice shirt and dad gear and stuff like that. But definitely we try to commemorate our dad and try to have a good time with him and make sure that he has a special
yeah,
time
for
right there
sure.
because it's
So,
not easy.
question:
Yeah.
do y'all make the fajitas, or do y'all still make him cook, grill himself?
A little bit of both. I think this year I'll take over the
Hey,
grill.
take
Man.
over.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
dijo unas quemaditas.
Yeah, and my dad sometimes jokes around like, "Man, it's Father's Day. You're celebrating me, but yet I'm still the one that have to cook and
Yeah.
everything." So yeah, we'll probably do a little something like that as well.
That's
So good for my
fajita, yeah.
father. Some grilling, fajitas, maybe a few cold ones.
Yeah, unas
Sisters coming
frías.
over and all that good stuff. Absolutely. So Sunday, it's probably something we're gonna look into with our family.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, what about you? What do they do?
Yeah, like I said, the fajita stuff and all
Yeah.
that. And as far as gifts, dude, my dad isn't so big on gifts and stuff like that. But the thing with him is his birthday also lands on Father's Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're gonna
Oh, snap.
definitely,
So which one does he care more about?
Oh man, it is funny because we always talk about it. We always make it nonchalant.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, a ver si me compran algo, a ver si me hacen algo
Yeah.
este cumpleaños. But yeah, they both land on the same day, and we'll do a little something, for him. On, me and my sister, we've been talking on the side, and
Yeah.
he watches this here and there, so I definitely don't want to say too much,
Yeah.
but we'll talk about it,
Oh,
in the next
snap.
episode, and I'll let
man.
everybody know about his reaction.
Yeah.
But
Felicidades al Big Homer.
yes sir. Happy early birthday to my pop for
Yeah,
sure.
there you go.
And happy early Father's Day
Yeah.
for those watching. Like I said, this pod will come out a few days after Father's Day, but we got to talk about it. We have to talk about it.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's break it down into the Father's Day stuff, man.
Yeah.
What is for you and your father's relationship? What was impactful for you coming up, and what are some of the things that you saw your father do to help you become this great person that you are?
Well, far most than anything. I mean, he gave me my life, and he was there, man. Anything I needed, I mean, he's always been there for me. Most of the time, granted, he's always a hard worker, so he's always working. But definitely, whenever he had time, whenever there was like something that was very special to me, he was always there for me. So I think that was very impactful, and just the fact that he's a very hard worker and definitely always right by my side when I need him. So that's just a relationship with my dad. I mean, growing up, he always told me, hey, just focus on being you, and just the rest will come, right? But definitely that relationship with me and my dad is something special. You just that I wish everyone that had a father would have something like that. So,
And was he different with you when it comes to you and your brothers, your younger siblings?
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm the oldest, so he definitely did give me my regañadas or talk to me to be an example to them, to make sure that I was there, attentive whenever he wasn't there or he was working. So I definitely had to, just pick up the slack.
Yeah, I get it. Being
of
the
them.
oldest.
Yeah.
For me, it was a little different too. Well, kind of the same how you're saying it, but since I'm the only male when it comes to my sister, my siblings, I have two younger sisters.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I always saw the difference in how I was raised through my dad.
Really?
To how he treated my sisters. And I'll be honest, growing up, we were always, want to complain about it. We're like, damn, why are you different with me? Why are you always, kicking my butt? Why are you always, treating me the way you do? And, we don't understand why a father does that until we start getting a little older, especially me being on the father's side now, having a son. A lot of sense and a lot of meaning started coming to me as I started getting older, going through my 20s, and at the end of the day, no matter what kind of father figure you have, you have one that communicates or one that doesn't communicate with you, but he's all about action. One that's a tough love that he won't praise you for the good stuff, but he always let you know for the bad stuff that you did, for your mistakes. All that stuff all falls in line that there's something with every single one of those fathers that they have together is no matter what kind of father you are, they were always present.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest part of a father that makes the biggest impact for a young man, their presence.
I think another thing is like being Hispanic, how we are. Our father may not be the most affectionate person. He's gonna show his love towards different things. Like my dad, I think we bond a lot when we cut the yard, and that's kind of weird. And not every father and son, but that's one way we kind of bond. I remember when I was growing up, I was a little younger, but we were cutting the yard, and he's like, "Hey man, want to have a beer?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I remember having my first beer with my dad, and I think that was very.
How old were you? How old were you?
I was 16.
Okay.
Hey, I was 16, but hey, it was a good beer, Hey, it was a hot day too. So that's definitely something, that I look back and I cherish a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
And definitely, I mean, it was one of those times where I was like, hey, you know what? I had a beer with my dad. Not that many people have beers with their dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think going back, we're gonna stay on this topic for some time, but
yeah.
Same thing with my pops, man. He was always present. Now was he the most loving, most affectionate? Absolutely not, man. I'll be honest with you, dude. I wouldn't remember that many times where he showed affection and he gave me a hug or some type of positive words throughout my childhood, right? He was, like I said, always tough. He always told me my mistakes and all that stuff. And he was always that hard worker, bro. He worked a lot, dude. He would wake up, go to work. I would see him all the time around 5:30. He'll take me to my baseball practice. He'll drop me back off, and he'll go back to work. And he would sometimes get home till like midnight. And I remember those days, But one thing he always gave me is baseball. And I think for him and me, that was our biggest bond. Because baseball saved me from a lot of things. It kept me off the streets. It kept me in the right direction. It gave me the understanding of hard work, discipline, accountability. And for those that play ball, man, baseball's, in my opinion, the hardest sport to play because that game is made of failures, bro. You're going to fail more than you succeed. So me getting the game of baseball that my dad gave me really means something to us. And, the ones that know us, we know how big of a baseball, fanatics we are. But once again, dude, like I said, my dad, he always worked, bro. He was always working, and that's how I understand why he was the way he was. And one thing, whenever him being present, he always gave me baseball at least. He wouldn't give me the hugs. He wouldn't give me the affection. He wouldn't give me those conversations. It was regañadas, always toughness, and baseball.
Yeah.
And now that I'm older, I understand why.
Is it safe to say that, growing up like Hispanic, once again, those regañadas are more like consejos?
Yeah, because, think about it, dude. Did you ever learn stuff when you did something good?
No.
You learn when you messed up, right? Exactly, and I think that's the biggest part that's missing in in this generation of young kids, bro. And I'm gonna say how it is, dude. A lot of these young kids coming up, bro, they don't have that structure. They don't have that foundation, and it starts at home, dude.
Yeah.
And like I said, nothing against those kids, dude. It's not their fault that some fathers choose to not be present. It's not their fault that they're getting raised by single mothers. The mothers are trying their best.
Yeah.
But a mother's never gonna be able to raise a boy into a young man. I would be lying to you if I tell you I know how to raise a woman. I'm gonna do my best and teach and guide. If I would have a daughter, I would teach and guide her to show her what a gentleman should treat her.
Yeah.
How a gentleman should treat her. Nobody disrespect you and all that. But it does come to a point that I am limited to teaching a girl how to be a woman.
Exactly.
So same thing. I think some of these kids, dude, a big problem in the generation of the young boys is the lack of a male presence, the lack of a father, and that's why we go back to us being grateful that man, our dads were assholes with us, bro. They were tough on us,
Yeah.
but they were present.
They were present. Yeah.
The reason they were the way they were with us, I was kicking their butt. I was, disciplining us. I was, telling us that we messed up, telling us that we were in the wrong.
Yeah.
Why? Because they were trying to raise a man.
Yeah.
They weren't trying to raise no bitch,
Yeah. No,
They were trying to
absolutely.
raise a man.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with this generation, bro.
Yeah.
That some of these boys are getting raised without a male role model.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the biggest mistake that a mother can do is take away that part of a boy into becoming a young man. You gotta allow these boys become men. You gotta allow these boys to groom into those situations of hard work, discipline, structure. Because at the end of the day, when they're off on their own, they're gonna be able to live and walk on their own 2 feet, being able to stand up to adversity and go through all those mistakes and find themselves, being able to get back up. And I think that's the difference between a man and a woman. A woman, they're gonna coddle you, caress you, show you love, nurture you, care for you. They're always gonna want to do everything for you.
Yeah.
How do you expect to grow up and to become a man if you're always expecting somebody else to do it for you?
You're not, man.
So that's one thing, bro. I think my dad definitely did, bro. He did not give me an inch.
Yeah.
He made me,
Yeah.
face my mistakes and teach me how to, hey, hold myself accountable, dude. And I learned the hard way.
There was times where I don't know if you ever got this, but there was times where I would ask my dad, I'll be like, oh, ¿cómo le hago? And I, no sé cómo lo vas a hacer, pero lo vas
Figure
a
it
hacer.
out.
Yeah,
Figure it out.
And
Figure it out,
well,
dude.
I was like, fuck, I'm
Bro.
either going to cut myself with a knife or with the weed out, whatever.
And seriously,
like,
man,
yeah.
that's so true, man. And I think that bro, you hit it right on the nail, dude.
Yeah, figure it out.
Dude, I mean, it comes to a point, about 8, 9 years old, between, going into elementary, I'm not talking about babies either, but,
Dijo, ya medio maduros.
go figure it out. And I think that's where some people mistaken that they're, no, you're messed up or you're wrong. How am I messed up?
Yeah.
I think it's disrespectful for me to take that away from a young boy.
Yeah.
I think a young boy should start standing up on his own 2 feet and start figuring some of these things out. That's me respecting him. That's me putting a belief in him that he's able to do things on his own and not depend on mommy and daddy, not depend on the outside world, but depend on himself and his 2 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, that my dad would tell the same thing. Figure it out. Hágalo usted.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
No sé.
Yeah.
Why would he tell us that?
Yeah.
Not because he was neglecting us.
Como dijo mi jefe, quería que fuéramos cabrones por eso. Yeah. No, yeah, that's true, bro.
So yeah, bro, I think that's a big part of the part of the male role model and what fathers mean to these young men, dude. And you know what, dude? Like I said, you can any man can have a child.
Yeah.
But it takes a real
real
father,
real
to be there and be present for a young boy or a young girl, especially those young boys, dude.
Yeah.
Young boys need a male role model, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, some of these kids, dude, don't have that, dude.
Yeah.
But all it takes sometimes is a teacher, a coach, some mentor, some family friend outside.
Mm-hmm. That steps up.
Steps up, bro.
And says, you know what? Hey, man, let me help you.
Dude.
Just be that freaking light for that kid,
And it's very simple too, bro. All you're doing is being present.
Yeah.
And I feel like some of these boys that I coach, dude, that's who we are, bro. And I think, like I said, I've done my best job and given my absolute best effort to always respect them and treat them like young men that they will become. So I mean, that's one thing I could definitely say that I'm very proud of.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I also see in our society is there's a lot of men that are absent in their child's life. Mm-hmm. But those guys, and I have a few friends, bro. I know one for sure, bro, that I grew up, dude. He started dating this girl, and she already had a child about 6 years old. Dude, that wasn't his kid. But he stepped up, dude, and started, raising this kid, put him into sports, being a man, and teaching him the things that he needed to learn, how to become a young boy into a young man.
Yeah.
Understand? And think about it, dude. It's not his kid, bro. But he
Yeah.
simply stepped up, bro, and was present for that kid.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to put too much business
Yeah. You're
on
not.
him, all
Yeah.
that, dude. Um, the couple, separating. Of course, he could definitely, oh, that's not my kid going his own way. But from what I know, dude, that young man, that he's a teenager now, he's in high schooler, he still seeks my friend because that was his father figure. That was that male role model to
Yeah.
him for several years, bro.
The
And
stepdad.
that was a huge freaking impact on that boy's life. That now he's gonna he's in high school, bro, and continues going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Because my friend stepped up, bro, and became that male role model to him, bro.
Yeah.
And
There you
that
go.
takes big cojones, bro. No, seriously, it takes a
Now, yeah,
big
it takes,
cojones
big cojones.
to step up, man, and be a father figure or male role model to children that are not yours.
I think
So,
a lot of the problems is too, like how you said, you grow up and you have a kid, and some of these kids are having kids,
Yeah.
and that you're young, man, so you don't know what to do. So what do? Your best exit is to leave,
Yeah.
But honestly, like you said, man, you gotta step up and be the dad, be the role model, be somebody, right? And I think what I like about this generation is we had that father that was kind of aggressive, that showed us a little bit of anger, a little bit of presión to do what we need to do.
Yeah.
And now we also have this affection too. So we mix that together, and dude, you're like a perfect dad.
Yeah. We always work towards that.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what? You're absolutely right, because there were so many times, dude, man, I'll be honest, dude, I would complain, bro. I'm like, damn, why am I always getting, punished, or why am I always, in the wrong, bro? I remember sometimes my sister will be acting out, dude. I'm the one getting my butt kicked.
Yeah.
I'll be showing up from practice, dude, and I'm getting my butt kicked. What I do? Nah, I was in practice, but it's because I was getting raised from a man trying to teach me how to become a man, bro. And like I said, bro, I had a lot of mistakes, dude, but it all started making sense, bro, whenever I became a father, dude. And now that I'm seeing my kid grow up, dude, I'm like, that makes sense. I see that makes sense. But one thing, like you said, the whole communication part, the affection part, dude, that's something that I did start learning, with my mom, because she was more of that part. But same thing, my mom was always working, bro. She was, my parents were always doing, working, and throughout coming up, I don't want to say they were not present, but like I said, they were constantly pursuing their careers to give us a better life. So that's one thing that my mom definitely wishes she was more involved with us, but not in a bad way. I think I respect her more because she did what she had to do to give us a better life. But that's one thing, whenever my mom came around more as I was older, she started giving me understanding of communicating with me more, talking more, this and that. And I got that. So I apply a little bit of that to being able to talk to my son more, communicating more. And yeah, I'll still give him his butt kickings, dude. I have to, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to raise a little girl.
Yeah.
I'm trying to raise a great young man.
Yeah.
But after the butt kickings, dude, I try to communicate, give understanding. Hey, bro, you did this, man. Why did he do it? Hey, you understand this ain't correct. Or hey, how about you do this? Stuff like any little thing.
Yeah.
Another one too, bro. When it comes to my kid, dude, we have a great relationship. I do have to remind him sometimes that I'm not your bro. I'm your dad. But he's able to talk to me and come to me for any little thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, I did this in school. Hey, we worked out this. Hey, Dad, how do you get better at this from baseball? Hey, Dad, I got they use this word Riz, whatever.
He's got the Riz.
Yeah, so it goes back to him being able to talk to me about this little girl that he likes, and I question him like, "You got a girlfriend?" Stuff like that. No, yes, whatever.
Yeah.
I have that connection with him, bro. I didn't have that with my dad, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't have those conversations,
Yeah.
and
That's good.
and I didn't understand why back then, I'm like, damn, dude, I would always, be honest, I would always bump heads with my pops about it, bro.
Yeah.
But now I get it now as I gotten older, because his situation, bro, was different to ours, bro. We're very privileged that they gave us a great opportunity. Shit, my dad came over here with nothing, dude. He started from zero. He's from Mexico, came over here, nothing. So I can never compare my situation being as difficult as his and my mom's were. So now times have changed. We have an opportunity to have more time for our kids, to have more time for those relationships, and now I understand it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but now that's a little bit of
What advice do you have for any dads that are, I mean, the young dads or any dads to come or anything like that? I think that's a valid question because you are a
honest.
dad, you think.
Yeah. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't answer it. I don't have any kids.
Okay. Um. So what's the question again? Sorry about that.
No, man. Not just kidding. What advice do you have for any young dads or any dads to be, like any new dads in the game?
Be present.
Mm,
Be present.
I think so too.
I mean, to elaborate on that, bro, doesn't matter what job you have. It doesn't matter how much money you make.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, um, where you live. It doesn't matter, the activities that you want to do. All that. Just be present, bro.
Yeah.
And that carries a long way, dude. And I'm telling you, dude, like I said, we mentioned it a little earlier in the pod,
Yeah.
but you could be the affectionate dad. You could be the calm dad. You could be the
Yeah.
aggressive dad. You could be the tough dad. Any sort of dad, bro, you want to be, dude,
Yeah.
just be present. That carries a long way, bro.
Yeah.
Cause a kid, a young boy, as he grows up, bro, all he looks for is what? Where's my dad? Where's my dad? Why isn't my dad here? Why isn't
Yeah.
my dad here? Why don't he want to be present? What did I do wrong? Why doesn't he love me? Why doesn't he want me? Why doesn't he want to see me?
Yeah.
So what type of mindset does that young boy grow up with? Not having a dad, bro. He could go in a very dark place and make poor choices. So the fact of a dad being present, dude, carries a long way. And that would be my advice, bro. Just be present.
Sheesh. I
Be
like that
present.
one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely, man. What about you, man? What would be, advice for you and those dads or up and coming dads?
Um, just take your time whenever you're ready, whenever you and your partner feel ready, go for it. I think it's something very special that something that those little kids, especially when you see the little kids and when you hold them in your hand. I remember like just my encounters with my brothers when they were little, or my nephew that was just born. I feel like it's something special just having one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's getting tougher, man. So I know I asked this question,
Yeah.
with the Mother's Day one.
Yeah.
Your dad's watching this episode right now.
I don't think he is.
Hey, remember we're having a Spanish pod later on
Oh
too.
yeah, we're having a Spanish
So he'll
pod,
definitely
yeah.
be able to understand. But if your dad's watching this
Yeah.
episode right now, look at that camera. What message will you be giving your pops?
No, pues gracias. I'm gonna say it in Spanish because gracias por todo lo que has hecho por mí y por mis hermanos. Gracias. Ojalá que nos echamos unas chelas.
Got it. Yeah, man. So, what a Father Pepe out there. If you're watching, Jose is very grateful for you to be in there. He wants to drink some cold ones with you.
Yeah, some
For
cold
those that
ones.
need a translation.
Some cold ones, yeah.
So yeah, man, for sure. Oh man, but
What about you?
Oh, dude, I think you forgot
You
about
can't
me.
put me on the spot, man.
Oh man, my dad's. That's the thing. Then my dad probably is gonna be watching this. My message to my dad is same thing. Thank you for being present, dude. And honestly, dude, thank you for not giving me any inch, not making me take shortcuts, not allowing me to cheat myself. Thank you for making me open my eyes and giving me the tools to be prepared to become an adult and learn from my mistakes. And it all goes back to you just, being present and doing whatever you can to give myself and my sisters, the best life possible. So yeah, I'm very thankful, very grateful for that. That my dad didn't cheat me from becoming a man, bro. So we can't cheat that,
Oh, we
and
can.
I'm very grateful for that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just let me take a little breather real quick. So yeah,
H2O is good.
let's
Uh,
you know get a little laughter into. Is there
Debo
a
regañado.
story time or nah, yeah, me regañado too or oh, you know what, dude? Yeah, let's talk about that, dude.
Regañado.
What was one situation where you got your butt whooped or like a regañado, dude, that really humbled you and really freaking
Oh, like
you
it
remember,
was
bro?
stamped into you.
Yes, bro. Like, and what
To,
happened,
into
dude?
your
What happened? Yeah,
Okay,
tell us
so
the story, dude.
all right, I still remember this one. There was one time whenever um, I was pushing my brother on the swing, and we're just pushing, and I was pushing him high, and I didn't see that there was a tree there, of course, and I was pushing him high, and he kept kind of going towards the tree, and then my dad just came out of nowhere and literally spanked my ass because he was like, "Don't you see that tree there?" And like, se va a pegar ahí el niño, and I'm like, "All right, all right," and I remember I just went back inside, and I was all like, trying to be a good person, por hacer un bien
Yeah.
parece ser un mal. So I was just like, I was
Yeah.
aguitado for the rest of the day.
Man, I got two stories, man. And the reason I say two is because one is like sometimes we're like, man, what I do, man? I'm
Yeah.
innocent, right? So I'm gonna tell you a story where I felt that I was innocent,
Yeah.
but I understand why because of my lack of irresponsibility.
Uh-huh.
So this first story was about 11, 12 years old, I think. I would ride my bike to the park and I go running sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So I would pass by one of the houses that my parents were renting, right? And I think my mom was, hey, you went to the park? Yeah, what's up? Can you stop by the house to pick up the rent money from the tenants? All right, cool. I'm going there, pick up the rent, go to the park, do my workout. I'm riding my bike back, and I pick the rent money up, put it in my pocket. Ride my bike back, I get back home. Instead of me handing the money to my mom right away, dude, I think my mom was busy, so I went upstairs to take a shower, right? But then instead of me taking a shower, dude, I had my buddy reaching out to me saying, "Hey man, let's go play basketball, whatever." So what I did is I changed clothes real quick to go play, and I left the shorts that I had on thrown in the
The dirty
in
clothes.
the in the in the room, right?
Yeah.
And I just forgot about him, bro. I had the rent money in there, dude. And then since when my dad got home, I wasn't there because I wanted to go play basketball. He was asking, "Hey, ¿dónde está el dinero de la renta?" Dude, I couldn't find it, and I forgot where I put it. Man, he kicked my ass, bro. He kicked my ass because he thought that I wouldn't go and spend all the rent money because I had left. Dude, I swear, bro, I was like, dude, I'm panicking. I lost the money, bro, and I got my butt kicked for it, bro. Una regañada que me dio. Dude, when I cleaned my room like a few days later, I looked into the pocket and I got the final money. Like, hey, you see, I told you I had to spend it. Here's the money. Instead of saying, thank you, I'm sorry, he said, well, I'm gonna kick your butt again because that's where you get for being irresponsible, man. You gotta be more responsible, man.
No.
Yeah, man. So hey, I learned that one, man. Be responsible, man. And that was
Irresponsible.
that one. And the other one, dude, is I won't forget this one, bro. Cause it's the last time I ever disrespected my dad, or not. You know what I did? It was Saturday morning. I was about I think 9 years old.
Yeah.
Hey, get off your butt, go outside, yard work, Saturday. You know, one of them days I just wanted to, kick back and watch cartoons or whatever.
Yeah.
No way, go outside. And for me, not wanting to get up, I'm being lazy, man. Going out there, he would tell me to pick up the trash, pick up the leaves, pick up the sticks so we cut the grass and weed eat and all that stuff. I'm half-assing it, trying to rush it, that I didn't do it correctly. And he goes outside to start cutting while weed eat. He's like, "Hey, you didn't pick up. There's a bunch of trash in the grass." And I'm like, "I already did it. Do it again." I'm moping around. I go pick up, same thing, being lazy, half-assing. And then I put the trash away. He's coming out here, "Dude, why you taking forever, bro? You need to pick it up. Stop being lazy. And I'm so mad, bro, because I just wanted to go inside and play, watch TV. Man, I turned around. I mean, I'm mad just standing there. My dad turns around to start walking towards the little shed. He had like a little window. As soon as he turns around, dude, I went like this, like bucked at him, dude. Got pissed. That dude saw me from the reflection on the window. What you do? Boom, man. Backhanded the crap out of me, bro. You're busting my lip, dude. That was the last time I ever disrespected my dad doing that, man. Dude, and that's why don't be rude and disrespectful to your parents, man. I remember that one, dude. Yeah, man, my lip is still swollen from that day, dude.
All right.
Yeah, man. But hey, dude, but I deserved it, dude. I should never
Yeah,
been.
yeah,
I should never been a mocoso ass kid, dude. I messed up on that one, dude. And
yeah.
that was the last time I ever did that crap to my dad, bro.
Yeah.
That's the last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about a fun time, man? What about a fun time? Tell me a fun story with your dad.
A fun time. There was. I can't really think of a fun time, but I do like. You go first, and I'll think about it.
Dude, honestly, bro, for me, is those baseball journeys, dude. The experiences, traveling to go play ball, and yeah, he would go watch me play when I was playing, out of town, out of state, when I was high school, coming out of high school and college and select and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, I think my favorite ones were when we would go play in Mexico. I would play with the adult team, and I was a teenager, bro. I was 16, 18 years old, playing with the adults, dude. Those freaking tournaments out there, bro, just getting away from the city, bro. Just being with the guys, my dad being there, same thing. Hey, get una. Yeah, I'm drinking one. Drinking with my dad and out there, Mexico, bro, with no worries in the world, bro. Yeah, those are some of the ones that I miss, bro.
I think probably one of the moments that I've had fun with my dad is probably going to some cabalgatas every December. We go to like a church and we ride horses. It's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool time. And we're just he was on one horse and I was on one horse and we're just having a good time. It was cold, but it was definitely a good bonding moment that me and my dad had. And every year we kind of look forward to that. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's a good one, man. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, once again, we got a little talk about Father's Day, man. Shout out to all the dads out there and to all the stepdads as well that step up, man, bro.
And to all those guys that don't have kids, but they're good role models to other kids.
So all of that, man, definitely goes unnoticed, dude. And once again, happy Father's Day, happy early Father's Day.
Happy early Father's Day.
For those, male role models that are present for those young boys and ladies out there, man.
Yeah.
And but yeah, we're getting to the end of this pod, bro. It's been very good conversation today. Let's mention the giveaway. We got 2 more weeks before the giveaway.
Yes.
The $50 gift card for Dick's Sporting Goods.
And then $50 gift card to
Academy Sports and Outfits.
Oh, you're right.
Dick's and Academy Sports and Outfits. All right, so we got the 3 requirements. The first one is follow all platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Number 2 is tag 3 people. And number 3 is post us on your story. And then, like I said, please run it up, man. We got 2 weeks left.
Share us to the T.O., the Tia, everybody. Share us, please.
And let's mention the announcement that we're talking about in about 2 weeks. What we're trying to do with the guest.
Oh yeah. If anyone has anybody that they want us to interview or kind of bring them on the pod and kind of talk to them, so we want to hear about other entrepreneurs, any young successful people, any business owners. They can speak Spanish, English, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, so just comment down below.
We'll use Google Translate.
So comment down below, man. Let us know, man. We're trying to run this pod up too. And once again, too, we mentioned the second half of summer, man. We're trying to get into a little merch drop action too. So just stay tuned, man. Like I said,
stay tuned.
We keep on growing. We're trying to, take advantage of this platform, man. And the only way to the top is to take off, big dog.
Take off podcast, yes.
So thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much.
It's a great episode.
Mexico ya se armó.
Oh, Lord. So, I will update y'all with the World Cup next week, man. So signing off, guys. Peace. We're out.